Hey guys, welcome to Not So Random Chat, the nighttime live stream where we talk about whatever we want to. So, settle in and grab your libation. It could be your wine or tea or coffee or whatever you want to drink. And let's just sit back and chill. I'll be with you in a moment. Are you guys ready? Okay, well, so am I. So let's get into it. Here I come. Hola, from the west side. Happy Monday, happy Monday. Myself, let me bring myself into the chat on stream. Y'all, hey Angela. And let me come on camera. Let me fix that. Okay. And welcome to anybody who happens upon this on my Twitter account. I am simulcasting on YouTube and on Twitter tonight. If you come across it on my Twitter account, please feel free to come and find me on YouTube. My YouTube channel is at DC The Purple Diva. It's DC The Purple Diva. Where it is, I think it's the Purple Diva DC on my Twitter. So happy Monday, everybody. I hope everybody is doing good. It is the beginning of Thanksgiving week. If you celebrate Thanksgiving, I don't know. I kind of sort of do. Hey, Diva Tomboyish. I kind of sort of celebrate Thanksgiving, but I also like to talk about the real meaning of Thanksgiving, but I'll save that for Wednesday. How you doing, sis? But I've got just about everything I need for Thanksgiving, y'all. The only thing I think I need to go get is some. Thank you, sis. Yeah, come on camera. I didn't used to, but because I was set up in the kitchen, and I didn't want everybody to just always be seeing my kitchen background. But now I actually have a real studio, so yeah, they can see me. I got everything I need except I need either some crab legs or some Dungeness crab claws from a gumbo. Got everything else though. And I decided I'm not gonna do it. All right, I'm back. Oh, thank you. And you know what, Diva Tomboyish? When I was online pledging Delta Sigma Theta, I pledged the same chapter. Hey, 1SP. I pledged the same chapter that she did, Upsilon chapter at USC. And yeah, I had to sing Natalie Cole's song. All right, StreamYards keeps kicking me out. You know what? Let me see something, y'all. Let me think about this. Let me think about this. Okay, I'm gonna go off camera for a second. I'm gonna see if I can do something about that. I'll be right back, y'all. I'll be right back. I'm coming, y'all. I'm breaking up the house, y'all. Here I come. Here I come. All right, let me see. I'm gonna have to let's see if I can ghetto rig this, y'all. Hold on. Where is the Where is it? Dum. Oh, I'm gonna have to let me do this. And let me do this. Let me see. I don't know how long that's gonna last. All right, let me do that. All right. Let me see. All right. I'm coming back, y'all. Here I am. All right, so now I hooked it into the Ethernet. Let me see if I turn the wireless off, what that does. No. What is this doing? Cancel that. Sorry, y'all. I'm doing something. I don't even know what that is. Okay. Anyway, y'all. I'm gonna leave the internet. I'm gonna leave the Wi-Fi up, but I have it hooked into the Ethernet as a backup. Okay. As a backup. Hey, Tutu Thing. And when is Pete? Thank you so much for sharing me out, sir. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I see all your share outs. So tonight, y'all, I am drinking strawberry lemonade. And guess what? I don't think anything's in it. It's just strawberry lemonade. It's just some strawberry lemonade tonight. So, as I was saying, I got just everything for our meal on Thursday. I decided I'm not doing a turkey this year, so just not doing it. So I did get the honey baked ham, and I got the honey baked turkey breast. So gonna have those. Gonna do some collard greens. Gonna do some candy yams. Either I'm gonna do some candy yams or I'm gonna do a sweet potato pie. Or I could do both. Gonna do a banana pudding because my king loves banana pudding. And I'm not talking about King David, my son. I'm talking about my king. My son is my prince. We just call him King David affectionately. Oh yeah, I got my nails done. Got the nails done. I know I broke a nail when I moved. I don't know why I always do that. It always looks like I have lipstick right above my lip. Irritating, y'all. Irritating as hell. Hey, Diva, I was over in Prom's chat earlier tonight. Yeah, he was having conversations about, you know, that person that shall be nameless in my chat. Not giving no shine over here. Sorry, not sorry. But he wants them down bad. Yep. And I used to think Homegirl was cool, but that was during the time where you took your vacation. And if I hadn't seen that with my own eyes, sis, if I had not seen that girl do that with my own eyes, she just on some other bull. Oh, okay. So it's telling me that I guess I can't post in on my Twitter. So I post anything in here, it'll show up in my YouTube, but it won't show up in my Twitter. And I went and checked on my Twitter, so it just comes up like as a video. It comes up similar to the way it did on on Periscope. But since Periscope is no more, and I'm fully on Twitter, I decided I'd drop a video on there and just see what happens. See if somebody goes over there and looks at it. Maybe I'll get somebody from Twitter, who supports my little Twitter account to come on over to YouTube. Come on over to YouTube. So I know we've had the weekend to marinate on the Kyle Rittenhouse thing, but they started closing arguments today in the Ahmaud Arbery case. So let me just try to say this as tactfully as I can, but it's probably not going to be very tactful. So the defense started their closing arguments today. And shouts out to Information Man, who played some clips from the trial as well as a clip from the mom afterwards. I did post the link to his live on my community tab. Please go over there and support that brother if you don't already support him. He played this one particular clip over and over of the defense attorney talking about that Ahmaud is not a victim, that he made choices. And then she commented on him having dirty toenails. I'm gonna let that rest on it. She commented on him having dirty toenails. So you know what that means? That means that this woman looked at the autopsy photos, and instead of looking at the big hole in the middle of his damn gone chest. She looked at his feet. You hear what I'm saying? I hope she has trouble sleeping tonight. I hope she has trouble sleeping. Because that if that was not some racist ish, I don't know. And let's not forget that the jury is 11 clear people and one person of color who is unidentified. Unidentified. And I told y'all last week that probably the Derek Chauvin is the only one that we're gonna get. Now, they may find these men guilty, but as one of the callers pointed out on Information Man's show, are they gonna get any time? Are they going to get any time when they hunted this man down, accused him of a crime which we saw no evidence of whatsoever, y'all, whatsoever during the trial? Let's also not forget that they hesitated on giving this man who's deceased, Ahmad, due process as to the people who murdered him going on trial. They let these MFs walk around for 3 months. 3 freaking months. And if it hadn't really been for what happened with George Floyd 3 months later, with this still might not be going to trial. Because they drug their heels, and then apparently one of the defendants used to work for, I don't know, I think he worked for the defense attorney. Isn't that, shouldn't she have recused herself from this case then, if that's the freaking truth? Shouldn't she have recused herself? That's my opinion. So tomorrow, the prosecution is going to give their closing argument. Let's see if they talk about this foolery that this effing woman talked about today. What the F is she talking about his toenails? How does that make any sense? And for those of you who are on Twitter, who see this, Information Man is also on Twitter. You can follow him on Twitter, and I'm sure he has put a link to that particular broadcast on his Twitter account. This is some foolishness, y'all. I mean, no one's surprised about what happened with Kyle Rittenhouse. I'm sorry, we're not. Girl, I try not to say the words. I'm trying to keep my stuff from getting limited. I want to keep it ad friendly. Right is right though. How in the hell did this woman fix her effing mouth to talk about this man's toenails when your client blew a hole through his chest? Can somebody answer me that? But see, it's all about making this man who is no longer with us look like a non-victim. that you shouldn't feel sorry for these men having killed in cold blood. I don't get it. But it's Georgia, so maybe I do. It's Georgia, so maybe I do. Because let's not forget, Ray Charles from Georgia was banned from the state of Georgia because he wouldn't do a concert with a segregated crowd back in the 50s. Even though his song is the state anthem, same state, same state. When my dad was part of the people who did the Atlanta sit-ins after the sit-ins in North Carolina. Y'all can go check my Autism Mom Chronicles back in February doing my Black History Spotlight on the college sit-ins in 1960. I had my dad in there, but I didn't dox him. I'm not gonna let y'all dox my daddy. No sir. But he's in there. If y'all, I mean, if you want to do all that history, you can dig up who the president of the student body was in 1960, 1959, 1960. But nonetheless, back to the subject at hand. It's the state of Georgia. So I don't know, but when she was saying what she was saying up there, y'all, it was like she wanted to call him a Reginald, but she didn't. But that's what she was thinking, and and she wanted the jury to not think about the fact that a hole had been blown into this man's chest, but to think about the fact that he had dirty toenails because he didn't have on socks. And I'm sorry, I know a lot of people who go running and don't necessarily wear socks when they're running. Now, I ran track, okay, so if I'm out there running, I'm going to at least have some footies on. But there's a lot of people who run and they don't put you, especially, especially in track and field. A lot of people who run with no shoe, with no socks on. So what was that about? Why are you focusing in on this man's freaking feet? That's disturbing to me, y'all. That's disturbing to me. That instead of trying to prove your case, which you obviously can't, because all you're doing is demonizing the victim. All she's doing is demonizing the victim. This man was 25, 26 years old. This man was the same age as my son. Same age. And the mom spoke after the trial. I mean, after this woman made these comments. Because the family walked out of the courtroom doing her closing arguments. And I can't say I blame them. But the mom spoke about after, and she said the same thing that I just said to you. Why was this woman focusing on his toenails and not on the fact that he had a hole blown in his chest? Because she wanted to leave a specific image in the minds of the jury before they deliberate. She wanted to make them think of the victim in a certain way. That's why. So I hope tomorrow that the prosecution does their effing job, because I don't see the jury taking this over the Thanksgiving holiday. They're not going to probably deliberate until after the holidays, because I'm sure that the court is dark on Wednesday, and I know it's probably sure as hell dark on Friday. Hey, Cal Homesteading, this is just sad, y'all. This young man was jogging, and here's the thing: what they talked about, him possibly having burglarized a property that was being built. The owner of the property, who had security cameras, said several people came through there, and he could not see anything that the victim had taken. And you know, Information Man brought up a very good point in regards to that. You know, a lot of people will go, look at a house that's being built. Yeah, you shouldn't do it, but a lot of people do. But see, these men didn't even see this happen. They came after this man after the fact. And that's the part that's against the law. And that's the part that's not being was not brought up by the defense. So I hope the prosecution brings that part up. I do. I hope they bring it up. Y'all, this stuff just is triggering. I mean, this 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 was a baby to me. This was a baby. And he was jogging. Nothing has been proven about him being at that place, or all this BS they're talking about he had been in the area doing that before. No, none of it's been proven. Prove it. You didn't prove none of that doing your, you know, arguments. But what you do is you talk about this man's feet in your closing arguments. You trifling heifer. That's what you that's what you use with your law degree. That's how you use your law degree, ma'am, to prejudice the jury against the victim. See, I didn't even go to law school, and I know that part, but I am college educated. Not just, I just don't know if this young man is going to get justice. I don't know. If they do find them guilty, will it be a first degree murder, premeditated murder, or will they find it some crazy, third degree murder, some stupid ish where they can walk? You never know, because this is Georgia. Let's not forget. And here's another thing that was brought up. These, let me just get myself together before I say more. These people had the audacity to have an issue with how many black ministers were in there for the family of the victim during the trial. What? What is this? They had a problem with it. First it was Jesse Jackson, then it was Al Sharpton. They said this. They said they said they can't have more than one black minister. See, this is why I can't be watching this stuff. But I appreciate the playback from information there. I do. I appreciate it. I don't know if this thing knows I'm plugged in or not. I can't tell. I can't tell. And I'm not going to turn. So I'm not going to turn the Wi-Fi off while I'm on because I am not. But I have noticed that I haven't had no more issues. So maybe I'll have to do that. You know, or maybe I'll have to flip. Instead of being on this wall that I'm on, maybe I will have to flip to that wall. But I don't have any issues with my work computer wirelessly. I don't know. It's probably just because my Mac is old. It's old, y'all. This whole thing with Ahmad, I knew that this was going to be a bad situation when they did the jury selection, and the jury's not. It's not a jury of his peers. This jury don't look nothing like the victim and everything like the defendants. They did that purposely, y'all. You know they did it purposely. This is the jury that they picked purposely. And I know that in doing the jury selection, there's only a certain amount of exemptions that both sides have. I don't even know if they actually showed it when they were picking it. Probably not. And I'm sure they're not showing the jury on camera. But just the way that these closing arguments went, and based on what the mom said, that they dehumanized her son during this entire trial, and she just had to sit there and watch it. She just had to sit there and watch it. That's disturbing. And he was a baby, in my opinion. My opinion, homeboy was a baby. My son just turned 26. This young man, I believe, was like 26, 27. It means he was born in the mid 90s. He was a 90s baby, millennial, a baby. And he ain't here no more. And I hate the fact that they talked about, stuff that he did in his early 20s. That he did in the last couple of years. That is not the sum of his life. And that has nothing to do with these men gunning him down in cold freaking blood. Nothing. Just trying to keep my stuff. Y'all know I try to keep it friendly, but it's hard to not call these, what I want to call. It's clear there was hatred in their hearts for people who did not look like them. I told you. People are afraid. We went up 50%. we got a 5% increase in the 2020 census. We're at almost 20% of the U.S. American population. 20% of us claim to be white. I select all the boxes that I apply for me. I only put in black of Latin descent on one side of my family, but still black. Nonetheless, nonetheless, um, they scared. So I just think they gonna find some way to let these two men not serve much time. Oh, before I forget, they also had an issue with the fact that the Black Panthers were outside of the courthouse, fully armed as they should be within their legal rights as adults. Told y'all about your Second Amendment rights. So let me tell y'all no more. If you are a law-abiding citizen in the United States of America and a person of color, you better exercise your Second Amendment rights just like everyone else does. So these foolish, the defense is trying to call a mistrial because because Black Panthers are out there protesting peacefully yet armed. It is what it is. A lot of people are licensed to carry. A lot of us are. Y'all don't seem to have a problem when it's y'all who are armed. It's only a problem when we exercise our Second Amendment rights. It's only a problem when we do it. Is that the way it is? I don't see it that way. I think that we all need to be exercising our Second Amendment rights. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. That's what I say. I'm just letting you know. We protects our house over here. Don't get it twisted. I live in California. I'm not from California. I'm from DC. And my dude is from Chi-Town. He just live in California. But we on a whole nother code up in this house. You know? And don't get it twisted, me being a, you know, believer in the most high. What they got to do with me defending my house? With me exercising my Second Amendment rights up in here? Not a daggone thing. It's just like other folks can find a way to justify that in the word of God, so can I. So can I. It works for me too. It works for me too. No, but seriously, you know, this man was unarmed. He had nothing but jogging shorts on and running shoes. So he was a dark skinned black man, so that was a problem. Is that it? And you didn't want him in your neighborhood? How dare he come into your neighborhood? Y'all just brace yourselves. Because once again, this is in Georgia. And this is in the, I would say, I don't think it's like right in, it's not by Atlanta, but it's in the greater Atlanta area. Even though this particular community is predominantly uh, Caucasian. absolutely crazy because don't forget, there are more trials to come. There are more trials to come where someone of color was murdered by somebody who is not a person of color. More to come. So, I don't know, y'all. I don't think it's going to be such a happy 2022 in regards to these things. That's why I'm like, I don't know why all these people are celebrating when that stuff happened with George Floyd, because that's just one. And it's only because that was so global. It became global. That's the only reason. I told you. All y'all got is a effing holiday, Juneteenth. That's all they planning on giving you, too, by the way. Y'all better wake up. Gotta wake up. Understand what's going on. Hey, Raiden. I know y'all waiting for. I'm telling you, if this is a big if by any chance any reparations does come around, you best believe you will have to prove that you are actually a descendant of that, couple 100,000 folks that actually landed here and didn't go elsewhere in the diaspora. You will have to prove it if it actually gets to that. I promise you, you will. And how can you look at that? Because I mean, as we look at you know all of these ancestry, DNA tests and everything. How much of that can we really, really, really wrap our heads around and be fully confident that we're getting the accurate information? Just saying. Like I said before, there were people of color already here when they came here. When the Europeans came here, there were already people of color. And I'm not talking about who we consider the Native Americans. Also remember that it was a small percentage of the entire Atlantic slave trade that actually came here. And although we like to think that we were in slavery the longest, we were not. Go talk to those folks over in Brazil. And other parts south of here. There were other areas south of here that it didn't that were still not emancipated after 1865. And then, Juneteenth had come and gone. Probably the 1880s, late 1880s. Yeah. Yeah, we should have a whole lot of issues. We should have a whole lot of issues. Don't get me wrong on that. But what I'm saying to y'all is stop expecting to get our just. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. The justice system is disproportionately aimed against us, even when we are the victim. Do you not see that? Ahmaud is the victim. He's the victim, just like George Floyd was the victim. And they tried to bring up George's past in that case, and it didn't go off so well. But it's gone off very well in this one, unfortunately. You can see that there was no hurry to justice. 3 months after the fact, they still hadn't done anything. And I truly believe if the George Floyd situation had not happened, we probably would have never gotten any type of trial for Ahmaud Arbery. That's what I think. That's what I think. I'm not even from Georgia, but I'm from a part of the country that people don't really consider the South, even though it is. As people who lived in PG County in the 70s and 80s, like myself. And PG is Prince George's County. It's right outside of Washington, D.C., where many black people who were in D.C. went to Maryland and bought houses in PG County. And up until the 80s and maybe even the 90s, we were still having crosses burnt on people's front lawns. Because let's not forget, Maryland is south of the Mason-Dixie line. Also remember that some of the most horrible atrocities during slavery happened in Maryland. On a farm that was run by the Catholic Church. But I'm not going to say much more about that because you know. They don't like me talking about that. For real, for real. But if somebody grew up in the Catholic Church, let me. See, they trying to kick me out because I'm talking about it, so I'm going to stop talking about it. It's almost time for me to get off anyway. And I am on 2 platforms tonight. So before I end it on YouTube, let me end it on Twitter. To those who are watching on Twitter or are going to watch this later on Twitter, feel free to jump on over to my YouTube channel and check it out. I'm going to let y'all go. Peace and blessing from the West Side. So let me let y'all go first. Just give me a second, son. I'm ending one live. How do I? Okay, I know I'm live. How do I? Okay, so I'm going to end that one. I don't know how to end it. All right. I don't want to end it because I might end it on both. Hey. Hi, Miss M. Minister. How are you? All right, you guys. So yeah, as y'all can see, King David has come into the room. Come on in. Yeah, it's been a night. It's been not so nice a day for David. Say hi. And you haven't been a very nice person today, have you? No. Yeah. Okay. See you later. Peace. Deuces. Close my door. So anyway, yeah. Today was the dark side of autism day. Somebody tried to put their hands on their mama. Yeah, something like that. So he hasn't been having a happy time for the rest of the day. And yeah, we're gonna have to get him. Y'all pray that he is in a good day program soon, y'all. No problem, Miss Mahogany. Y'all pray he gets into a good day program that's gonna lead to him getting a job, because we can't have those kind of things going on. See, as a black man out there, he can't be acting like that, because they don't care. They don't care that he has autism. They don't care he has autism. And I'm trying to teach him that on a serious note. But anyway, you guys, I will be back on Wednesday. I have it scheduled for Wednesday night, but I might come on during the day on Wednesday because I'm on vacation until next Wednesday. I'm on vacation, so I won't be working on Wednesday. I'll be, doing stuff around here, trying to get everything ready. But I'll see y'all then. I should be uploading, well, actually releasing, because it's already up there. Releasing the next Daily Thoughts. I'll probably do it. I'll do it, maybe schedule it to come out like first thing in the morning. Yeah. And this one is kind of my opinion on divestment. I'm not part of the divestment movement, but I just want to give my opinion on all this foolishness that's going on. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna see you guys on Wednesday. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Let me get my outro together. I don't have it scheduled on my Twitter on Wednesday. I'm gonna see what kind of reaction I get on there. I'll see if y'all like me on the Twitter, and if y'all like me on the Twitter, then I will do another one on the Twitter soon. But let me just get in here and get to my outro, y'all, so we can get ready to get out of here. Okay, so I will see you guys on Wednesday. Until then, I offer you peace and blessings from the West Side. I'll see y'all Wednesday. Peace. Well, guys, that's it for tonight's Not So Random Chat. But I'll see you guys the next time. Until then, peace and blessings from the West Side. I'm out. Peace.